Have you ever wondered why your bird seems obsessed with one person but completely ignores everyone else? Maybe it flies straight to your shoulder, calls for you when you leave the room, or even gets jealous when someone else gets your attention. It might look like your bird simply has a favorite person, but there's actually fascinating science behind this behavior. Birds don't choose people randomly. Their brains are constantly observing, learning, and building trust based on patterns. In this video, we'll explore the psychology behind why birds form strong bonds with one specific human. And the first reason might surprise you. Reason number 1. Trust is everything. Unlike dogs, birds are prey animals. In the wild, almost everything bigger than them could be a predator. That means their brains are naturally wired to be cautious. When you first bring a bird home, it doesn't see you as family. It sees a giant, unknown creature. Every interaction becomes part of a mental safety test. If you move slowly, speak calmly, respect its space, and never force interaction, your bird begins to associate you with safety instead of danger. Over time, its brain starts lowering its guard. This is why trust is earned, not given. The person who consistently makes the bird feel safe often becomes its favorite. Reason number 2. Birds remember consistency. Birds have remarkable memories. Many parrot species can remember faces, voices, routines, and even emotional experiences for years. Your bird notices who feeds it every morning, who changes the water, who talks gently, and who spends time nearby without creating stress. To us, these actions seem small, but to a bird, they create a predictable routine. Psychologists call this positive association. When the same person repeatedly provides comfort, food, and security, the bird's brain starts connecting that person with positive experiences. Eventually, seeing that person alone can trigger feelings of comfort and excitement. Reason number 3. Your voice matters more than you think. Birds don't only recognize faces, they recognize voices. Research has shown that many bird species can identify individual humans simply by the sound of their voice. They even respond differently depending on the tone. A calm, gentle voice signals safety. A loud or unpredictable voice can increase stress. That's why many birds become attached to the person who speaks softly to them every day. They aren't just hearing words. They're reading emotional signals hidden inside your voice. Over time, your voice becomes something familiar, almost like a flock member calling to them. Reason number 4. Birds choose based on emotional energy. This may sound surprising, but birds are incredibly good at reading body language. They notice fast movements, facial expressions, posture, and even how relaxed or tense someone appears. A calm person who moves slowly often feels less threatening than someone who makes sudden movements or constantly reaches into the cage. In other words, your bird isn't just watching what you do, it's watching how you do it. Sometimes two people treat the bird equally well, yet it still prefers one of them because that person's energy feels calmer and more predictable. And this brings us to something even more fascinating. What if your bird isn't just choosing a favorite person? What if it's choosing someone who reminds it of the social bonds it would naturally build in the wild? Sometimes two people treat the bird equally well, yet it still prefers one of them because that person's energy feels calmer and more predictable. But trust, routine, and calm behavior are only part of the story. The real reason birds choose one human goes much deeper into their natural psychology. Reason number 5. Birds think like a flock. In the wild, parrots and many other social birds spend nearly every moment with their flock. Their survival depends on strong social connections, constant communication, and knowing exactly who they can rely on. When a pet bird lives in your home, its human family often becomes its new flock. However, not everyone in that flock holds the same position. Just as birds naturally develop stronger bonds with certain flock members in the wild, they often choose one person they feel the safest and most connected to. That person becomes their primary companion, the one they look for, call to, and want to spend the most time with. This behavior isn't unusual, it's simply the way a bird's social brain is designed. Reason number 6. Jealousy is more real than you think. Have you ever noticed your bird interrupting when you're talking to someone else? Or maybe it suddenly starts screaming the moment you give attention to another pet or family member. Many bird owners describe this as jealousy. While scientists are still studying complex emotions in birds, research and observations show that many highly intelligent birds display behaviors that closely resemble jealousy and attention-seeking. If your bird has formed a strong bond with you, it may see your attention as a valuable resource. When someone else takes that attention away, your bird may react by calling louder, climbing toward you, or even trying to push another person away. It's not being mean. It's trying to protect an important social bond. Reason number 7. Birds never forget how you make them feel. Birds may not remember every single event, but they remember emotional experiences extremely well. If someone frequently scares the bird, grabs it without warning, or ignores its body language, that memory can last for a very long time. On the other hand, a person who respects boundaries, rewards positive behavior, and creates enjoyable experiences builds a lasting emotional connection. Over weeks and months, those positive moments add up. Eventually, the bird begins choosing that person again and again without hesitation. That's why becoming your bird's favorite isn't about buying the best toys or the most expensive food. It's about making your bird feel safe, understood, and respected every single day. Final thoughts. So, why do birds choose one human? The answer isn't luck. It's a combination of trust, consistency, emotional security, social bonding, and positive experiences repeated over time. Your bird isn't simply picking a favorite face. It's choosing the person whose presence makes it feel protected. And perhaps that's one of the most beautiful things about sharing your life with such intelligent creatures. If your bird has chosen you, you've earned something incredibly special. It's trust. And in the world of birds, trust is one of the greatest gifts they can ever give. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments, has your bird chosen you or someone else?